Welcome to the first official episode of Dungeons and Dragsters, where we combined medieval might with American muscle. Oh yeah! I am your host, Dungeon Man. We have lots of exciting things planned for you today. For our first exciting episode, we are going to be forging a camshaft from a Chevrolet V8 into a mighty broadsword. So let's get ready for some fun and fire up the forge. Welcome to the forge. Here is our new project. This is a rollerized camshaft of a 5.7 liter Chevrolet V8. And the next exciting portion of this episode is to heat up the steel so we can begin annealing it and working it into the shape that we want. That's the fun part. Okay, after much ado, I think it's finally hot. So now we're going to begin the process of annealing the metal. We're going to flatten out, so begin working it out, if you know what I mean. And we'll start making a sword, guys. What you're looking for is that nice yellow color. Right there, kind of a bright red yellow. That looks good. If you do much hotter than that, you'll actually start igniting the metal. So what you're looking for is like a nice cherry red, kind of an orange. That's the color you need when you want to start working out your metal. Right? Alright then, so we are moving right along with this process. We're using what's called a cross-peen hammer. Now this little guy here has this flat bar across the back, and as you're working the metal, it'll actually stretch it outward, because this is really short and stubby, so we've got to stretch it out. So what we'll be doing for like the next 3 days is taking this, heating it up, using the cross-peen and stretching it out. And that's about all we can do. That's what happens when you get it too hot. It ignites. You want to be careful of that if you're doing this yourself. But we'll use the cross peen, and this is how we will stretch out the metal. And we'll just do this for a few days. But as you can see, it's actually starting to get a little bit longer on this end, which is what we want. And as I level it, you'll see that it's starting to thin out a little bit as well. So we're just going to have to continue this process for a while, and we'll eventually have ourselves a sword. Okay, so we are making some progress on our mighty Chevrolet broadsword. And we're going to run the hammer over it a few more times. As you can see, we're starting to get flattened out a little bit. But I'm about to run out of steam. Even the mighty Dungeon Man has his limits. So I'll give you just one more look here. So we are starting to flatten it out a little bit, inch by a bloody inch. It's getting longer. So we'll just have to basically continue this process for many, many off-screen hours. And as I get this worked longer and longer, we'll do another episode. But I think that's going to be it for today, folks. So until we meet again, stay adventurous.